season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing on second down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fields throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the no.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll get 34 yards there. On first down, McDowell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On second down, Woodard, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie stats.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are? They come into the NFL now. They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. And the Bears get there for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields. And here he's got Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they go. McDowell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle. And that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colin Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
For the Bears, it's 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Fields.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Merritt and some room to roam now. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time win, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Woodard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He hits his target, Lockett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fields on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. He's got him in, complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
For the Chicago Bears.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
Now a handoff up the middle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on second and long.
Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But it didn't.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Officially, it will go as a 1 yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And in for the Lions touchdown. John Ross from 6 yards away. And the Lions take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Shoves him aside.
Fields pass.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run out of the gun with Swift.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA
Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Looking to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the
touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson from 6 yards away.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bears 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
It's caught, Lockett.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
In motion is Grant.
On 4th down, Fields. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Merritt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now it's Fields.
This complete to Lockett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
To the air again, Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top